moment itself. Ah, beautiful, isn't it? The man who sold me this told me that it spoke to him. That holding it for the first time was like drowning in your own soul. Alas, I've held it several times, and my soul is still breathing, devoid of any such enlightenment. Why, yes, he did. Oh, no. No. I can't. This one is mine. And it's only fair to warn you. Hands off! I would hate to sour our new friendship by becoming the victim of piracy.
We're not taking anything, unless you make things unreasonable for us.
I'm afraid not. I'm easy in all things, except my collection. What are you...
Let's do this. Looks like the last of them.
Wait! I surrender! I surrender! Don't kill me!
We give you our word.
Done! Stand down, everyone! Let the nice pirate pass.
Damn pirate. Get what you came for and leave. Damn it, Petrov. I was just getting warmed up.
So what? We're just going to let you loot the ship? Filthy pirate. We're not gonna forget this.
Let me know when you're ready to...
Copy that. Stay on course while we escort.
Ah, if it isn't my favorite part-time security officer.
Vladimir! Vlad, come in! Come in! The eye's gone completely dark. I can't reach anyone on the station.
Noel, Starborn, came out of nowhere.
Vladimir, get out of there!
He already left. Said he was going to the lodge. Andreja, she's still breathing, but oh God, all that blood.
Hello, Constellation. Are you there?
Who are you? What did you do to our friends?
They call me the Hunter. And now that I'm here, your part in glimpsing the Unity is over. I'm already on my way. Say goodbye to your friends. It won't be long.
Forget about us! That Starborn bastard is after the artifacts! You can't let him take them! Pack up the collection, move it somewhere they can't find it!
Vladimir's right. We need to fortify our position before that Starborn storms in. We move out once the artifacts are ready for transport.
What about everyone on the Eye? We can't leave them to die up there.
I understand if you want to go, But I need you here. Please, I don't know what's going to happen once that Starborn shows up.
I don't know how long it's gonna take to pack up the artifacts. I'll get started. Hopefully this will only take a few minutes, if my hands can stop shaking!
Everyone, find a place to take cover.
Where? You really expect them to barge through them?
Are you heading to the Eye? We'll need to barricade the door behind you. You won't be able to get back in. You do the same.
He came out of nowhere. Thank you. I can get up.
Okay.
I admit, my famous personality wasn't so much help with this one. I'll be fine. I just need to lie down for a bit longer.
I really messed up on this one, friend. Usually the last guy to get outdrawn. Back at you. I don't think I'm gonna be moving around too much for a bit. But I'll be alright.
You're alive. Krix's ghost can keep waiting. No tears for the old. Got the others to worry about.
Need my help? We need to get to the lodge. Hopefully they escaped from the Starborn.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Sarah! Sarah, we're here! We're here! You gave me a home, Sarah. Another chance. Don't leave me now. She's gone. We are undone. Constellation has lost a part of itself. We cannot change that.
I appear to only be seriously damaged instead of critically damaged. Fortunate. The hunter was able to utilize some form of cloaking. He took the members of Constellation by surprise. Noel was able to escape with the artifacts, while the rest of us engaged in hostile maneuvers. The rest was short and violent. That you are likewise relatively undamaged is also preferable to the alternative.
It went quickly after you left. We held him off while Noel escaped through the basement. There's a door that leads to the well district.
So the Starborn lose. And so do we.
Took you long enough. Noel, she might still be in danger. There's a secret door in the basement, leads right to the well district. That would have been the safest route for her to run.
Stay back! Oh, thank God. Thank God, thank God, thank God. I still have the artifacts, but where do we take them?
Ah, there you are. wasn't expecting you to run to the eye.
You! You're not getting the artifacts!
Yes. Let's see if they can slip from my grasp this time, shall we?
the blackest sea that you and Noel are safe. And the artifacts? The lodge. So, we slip from the Starborn's grasp, but not before taking a stab straight in the heart. We need to talk locks and bolts. Lodge and the Eye are not secure. Years in the making to modify the station. Take time to fix the damage, but more is the worse if we abandon her and try to start over. Just means he's playing the waiting man's game. He'll be back once we've done all the work of collecting the other pieces.
The hunter, he probably found us because we're somewhere obvious. High-populated area, just like how the Starborn found you orbiting Neon the first time. But the fact that they're competing with us to find the artifacts means they can't get them without searching.
So we put the artifacts somewhere in the fringe, or on something that can slip from their grasp if they do another strike from the curtain. Clear from the few encounters we've had that the artifacts are all the Starborn prize.
They could come after us, though. Try to find out where we put them.
Need to take the risk. The Eye, the equipment in the lodge, not easily moved. Gotta hope whatever is giving the hunter pause applies to the whole. Just need to make another direct hit less the jackpot. Hope your walls are high, just in case the Starborn get lucky and find the spot to do the breach and storm.
Here, keep the artifacts safe. I guess we'll meet back at the lodge after.
We need to secure the artifacts somewhere. Where are you going to put the artifacts? Your ship? An outpost on the furthest moon?
Need a hand with something?
Good to see you. How are you, Dusty? Goodbye.
Hey, you need something? Hey there. Have a good one.
is done. Let's return to the lodge. The others will be waiting at the lodge for us. We should head back. It is done. Let's return to the lodge. The others will be waiting at the lodge for us. We should head back. It is done. Let's return to the lodge.
If you were a victim of the recent attack, please remain calm. UC Security has everything under control.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
If I may, I know our encounter with the hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now, but he said something that I can't get out of my mind. Unity. Do you remember that? Because he was stopping us, implying that we were getting closer to it. The thing is, I've heard that word before. It's an important concept in Keeper Aquilas's speeches.
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going to bless our little crusade of discovery?
It can't be a coincidence. The Sanctum has always believed that answers are out there in the stars. Look, I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap of faith I could ever ask us all to take, but why not talk to him? It's right here in the city, just a block or so from the lodge.
And it would seem there is nothing to lose in doing so.
Thank you. I know it's not much to go on, but something about this feels right. I'll meet you over there.
You forget how much you take a place like the Lodge for granted. Until it's threatened.
Wouldn't mind burning some helium out in the fringe.
You might wish to lighten your load. One is less likely to... Arrive and ambush when one is weighed down with... whatever all the... That is. I'm not sure when things will feel safer. But we have not been attacked again. What have you got for me?
Morale in the lodge has been measurably reduced.
The lodge is still our home. We'll make it feel that way again.
That is simply the best start to a day that one could ask for. I need you to know how much it means that you came for me. There is no way to properly thank you or to repay you for what you have done. I quite literally owe you my life. Of course, I could not bear to lose you. As grateful as I am, it is hard to feel that my life does not come at too great a cost. Thank you. I shall try to remember that. That may be, but you were the one to take action, so you deserve the praise. Sarah's loss is a huge blow to Constellation, and to each of us personally. But it could have been so much worse if you had not acted. We cannot, and we will not. We will press on. We will continue our search, and we will learn what these Starborn are trying to keep from us. Now we truly know the stakes are too high to do anything else.
There's that. Hey, let's not stick around the lodge too long. We should get out.
Things are gonna be rough for a while. Lodge has wounds that need healing. We'll get through this. Those...
Hey, let's not stick around the lodge too long. We should get out there.
Ancient teachers of this science, said he, promised impossibilities and performed nothing. The modern masters promise very little. They know that metals cannot be transmuted and that the elixir of life is a chimera, but these philosophers, whose hands seem only made to dabble in dirt and their eyes to pore over the microscope or crucible, have indeed performed miracles. They penetrate into the recesses of nature and show how she works in her hiding places. They ascend into the heavens. They have discovered how the blood circulates and the nature of the air we breathe. They have acquired new and almost unlimited powers. They can command the thunders of heaven, mimic the earthquake, and even mock the invisible world with its own shadows. Such were the professor's words. Rather, let me say, such the words of the fate, announced to destroy me. As he went on, I felt as if my soul were grappling with a palpable enemy. One by one, the various keys were touched, which formed the mechanism of my being. Chord after chord was sounded, and soon my mind was filled with one thought, one conception, one purpose. So much.
You have a nice day now.
Okay. Hello.
Have you ever
Keeper
heard one of these
Aquilus,
sermons?
can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds?
Keeper, we were hoping to talk to you about unity.
You want to subject your friend here to one of our talks, Mateo? The future of humanity is always a long discussion.
No, that's not exactly what I meant. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps you should talk about this inside.
Aquilus has helped me through some tough times lately.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here. I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more. In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun, and he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code? A way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave. I agree. I think you need to talk to them about this unity pilgrim. And clearly, not just in a theological sense, as I have. The enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
The Great Serpent favors me to have put you in my path.
Nice hat.
Ah, if it isn't my crime has slowed down since you... See you later.
What?
A visitor? I have all the company I need. Jokes. You come to hear about Varun. Like the guards. Like the Keeper.
You must understand. The Great Serpent is with House Varun, always. Thus one can never be lonely.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
If the Keeper has been to see you, perhaps he has mentioned it?
Yes, I have spoken to your Keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all. I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless. Then we are done. Leave me.
Hello, love.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days, spreading like a virus through the settled system. That way they... If you're looking for a tracker, you've come to the right
We run a number of social programs, from financial aid to food banks. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, you're not? Sorry. Can I help you? Did Keeper Aquilus send you? Oh boy.
This is not a new concept, it seems.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim, but since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Eles is describing. A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year, same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that. It's part of our core principles. There's no God pushing us to do good for some eternal reward. We have to help each other because we choose to. If no one takes responsibility for making the settled systems better, then we're just leaving it to the tyrants to bully the rest of us. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Besides what the Keeper would say about it, sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first or the beginning. Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Well, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else? Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel. Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it? Conviction. Another word for strength. Can the truth not be revealed to the weak? Someone with doubts. Your only path is forward, then? Finding the meaning of unity is a totality that you cannot ever step away from?
A certain amount of confidence is necessary if you are ever to trust yourself and your actions.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
I was just thinking about you. You never need to ask. I always want to know what you are thinking. I am not always the best at conveying my affection for you, but I do still love to hear you say things like that.
Today to become part of the most advanced
file says you have a military background.
Off immediately, or are there other matters that require your attention?
Liftoff initiated, Captain. Time to venture into that human sky. Orbital insertion done. Time to dance among the stars. Landing gear is ready. Site is clear.
If you need to harvest any organic materials, now would be the time.
Hello, Captain.
Why walk when you can host?
Quite cold here. Too bad one cannot layer spacesuits like sweaters.
the lock and blast.
Orbital insertion.
Target shields are down.
Target's grab drive is disabled.
Thanks a lot.
And we're docking.
We appreciate the help. Good to see you. We need all the help we can get now. Can't believe it. We were so close to getting out of that attack in one piece. Then they scored a direct hit on the cockpit, and... It's okay. Well, it's not, but damn. I just don't know what to say right now. Enough of that, though. We need to get moving. We're ready to leave whenever you are. Thanks for this.
We won't be any trouble. We'd be stranded if not for you.
I appreciate the desire for independence, but these people are quite vulnerable.
Don't have to worry about those men anymore. Thank you. So long. If I catch those farmhands slacking off one more time... That's it? All right.
Captain, greetings.
Ship's ready. There. Stable already achieved, like I'm told. We're sailboat released into a calm pond. Landing site is sufficient. Taking the ship down.
Let us see what wonders of life this planet hosts.
Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
You see anything useful? I heard something. You think you can hide? All terrain? We really meant it. And your scan shows... If it helps, I can pretend I did not see that. I will let you speak. I shall stand guard while you focus.
was not you.
Good day, Captain.
We're clear. We're at Apogee, surrounded by stars in the vastness of space.
Listen up. You have until I get bored to give us what we want, or we're going to blow you. We could use a vacation, if you're feeling generous. You could help us out. Or, we can just dust your ship. Oh, what if...
Yes, we're here.
You found me. I knew I made the right choice in letting you go. You did. Now it's all starting to make sense. You should come aboard. There's another Starborn here who is very interested in meeting you.
I can speak for myself. Constellation ship, you weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. It's only fitting you should join us. I will personally guarantee your safety as long as you come in peace.
And think of it as a ceasefire meeting. Your one shot at getting those answers you must desperately want. Good. See? We can all get along. For now.
Air pressure, seals, ship integrity, all good.
Hello. Again. Do you remember the emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix? I believe they ambushed you above Neon and demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise. We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
We are all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest. The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact. How is that so different from what I did?
We needed to warn you off. Every encounter with one of our kind could spell disaster.
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should. Yes. Let's talk about what really matters.
The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is a place,
A gateway. It is where we were reborn.
You've really come a long way since the Welcome to Constellation speech, haven't you? I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. I've seen hundreds. Where I came from, I was the one who ran to the Eye. I left you behind to protect the artifacts, and the Hunter killed you.
One of me, at least.
I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe, and the doorway to an infinite number of others. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. It's how I've entered other worlds, including yours. They are all connected. I have to. This is bigger than all of us. All the artifacts are needed to complete the armillary and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples, the anarchy that can be unleashed. Someone has to decide who should get them.
Here it comes. The emissary tells you only the worthy should enter heaven.
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They use the chaos caused by the hunt for the artifacts to establish an order where they decide who's worthy. I attacked your lodge because I wanted the artifacts, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You won because of persistence, luck, and skill. As I have done countless times.
I was also human once. But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp? It means I've seen thousands of universes, collected their artifacts, been to their temples. You have a small taste of their power, but it keeps going. You're learning. My other self wants you to walk the path he walks. To give up. To appreciate the universe you have. Easy for a person who's seen everything, done everything. I think you should see it for yourself.
You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the Unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of our sides. Don't you understand what we're talking about? There's an infinite number of your friend out there in the multiverse. One is right over there. Besides, why fight me again when you don't have to?
I want a truce between all three of us. Give you some time to think over which approach to the Unity is the one you want. Mine, or the Hunter's.
Yes. Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.